Guys, welcome back to the channel. So let me show you guys how this trade played on. It was a very beautiful trade. It was during the NFP week on Friday. So this is how the trade went. So just a minute so that I can confirm that whatever I'm showing you is the correct one. So I'll do a breakdown, so don't worry. This is how the trade moved. This is how the trade moved eventually. So it was just about 1 to 3, or you could have even targeted a 1 to 4 if you wanted. So this was the trade. It went for about 1 to 3.5. So the entry was somewhere here, the high was protected here. When London opened, it gave a 1 to 3, and since it is NFP week, we are only advocate that you take a 1 to 3 risk to reward trade, or a 1 to 3.5, but I think eventually it went for a 1 to 4, which is always my ideal take profit. So let's see. So I'm going to show you this trade before it happened and after it happened. It was a very good trade. So NFP came, so this should have been a break even, but for those people who hold trade, like I have in the group, people who only hold trade until take profit, they don't interfere with anything. They either take stop loss or take profit. So this is the trade. It went for a 1 to 5 risk to reward, which is just enough to get you somewhere. So let me break down this trade, but before I do that, this is the trade before it started. So I clearly sent here that is possible sells. I'd even not even opened my laptop, so I sent here. This was on the second, which was on Friday. You can check from your end on second was on Friday, which was the NFP week. So I sent it here. So eventually I indicated here that GU sell. So this was it. So 1 to 5 risk to reward. So this was the trade. So let me break it down for you so that you can see how it is so simple to trade when you're just targeting on few things and you've made trading easy. So let's see. So what I normally do is that I'm always on 15 minutes or 30 minutes. Lately I've been in 30 minutes a lot because the market is just moving not nicely. I've already broken this trade. If you want to watch it, check my previous video. You can see it was a very good trade that ran into profit. So, and it was just based on the same concept that I'm telling you right now. And since then, I think I've only gotten, yeah, on Monday there was trade here, by the way. So I'll break that down. So no, on Monday we didn't get a trade. No, yes, we got a trade. I'll break it down after this. I'm also going to break it down. So when I wake up, the only thing I wanted was to see a session sweep here. Since we are bearish, I wanted a session sweep and then a 1 minute change of character, and that's it. So when I came to the market, so I checked here and I saw that we already have a session sweep. Like you can see here, London and Asian session sweep was swept. So the next thing I do is to wait for 15 minutes to close bullish, and then a bearish story. After I see 15 minutes close bearish, I'm going to immediately shift to 1 minute to confirm if it is having an accompaniment of 1 minute change of character. I normally check when I see that price is about to close bearish. I check to confirm that 1 minute has changed character. So this was this trade. This is how the market moves. So when I see a close here, I'll know that I'll have a change of character, and then I can take it at the retest of this of this of this breaker block here. So this is the breaker block. I normally take it on breaker block or retest of change of character or a fair value gap. So sometimes you can see and think that if I take it on this last order block, it will be nice. Yes, that is true, but in most occasions you will be missing a lot of trade. And this strategy does not give many trades. It only give about a maximum that I've seen from my backtest is 6 trades. Normally I just get 4 to 5 trades a month. So you get very quality trade, and then you don't struggle a lot. When you get good quality trades, you don't struggle a lot, and then you just relax. You don't even have so many losses. So this was just about this was 4 point this was 8.3 pip stop loss. So you add 1, so it becomes 9. You give it some room to breathe. So That is what we saw that time, and then I sent the trade. So this would have been a 1 to 3 risk to reward trade. So it came like that before London opened, and then we wait. London will just push it on, so you don't need to worry. So as you can see, London pushed it to that order block before London. We got that pushed that order block. So if you wait for the order block, you will always be getting crazy risk to reward. But with that, it comes the cost of missing trade. You will always be missing trade, and you have to accept that. So this may look juicy, that if I had only accepted to wait for it to come to my order block, you would have taken it on a good trade. But in most occasions, they don't pull back. This is my strategy, and I've back tested it, and so you can also try and back test it and see if it is going to pull back to where you wanted it. So if you took it there, you can see by the time it was reaching there, it was already a 1 to 10 risk to reward, which was nice. But in most occasions, it will just tap on the fair value gaps just below the breaker block, or it will tap on the breaker block. So I just like it on the breaker block, and then I don't become greedy. I take it like that, and 1 minute. Now, since this was NFP week and I'd already made money from the previous video I've broken down about GU, you would have seen that I made money, so I needed not to trade on this day. But after all, when I checked later on, I realized that there was a very good trade on GU, especially on 30 minutes. So let me break down to 30 minutes so that I can show you that. I said that the strategy works in 30 minutes and in 15 minutes. Those ones are the only time frame I check. So another checklist which I have says that when you have a session sweep and the momentum is on the low, the checklist is there. If you want it, you can just inbox me, join the group. You have Asian session sweep. This was the strategy here, and then we have London session sweep. So when you see London session sweep, you can always take the trade. So you can see that after the news, this news here, we got a session sweep in New York. In New York, I didn't expect it, and therefore I was not keen in the market to be waiting for it. After all, I'd already made money, and once you make money, it's okay. So this one I didn't even check on it, but let me just break it down for you. So I wait on 30 minutes until you see the first 30 minutes shift bearish. So like in this case, when you see that it is about to shift, when you see it's about to shift to bearish, you shift to 3 minutes, and then you wait for your change of character to happen there. Now if you check here closely, you mark the market closely to see if you have a change of character already, and then you take your entry. So the market moves like this, low here, high, and then we had a low here because this low was taken, and then we had another high, and then we have a change of character here because this market closed here, and that is why you see it is now respected. So when this market closes like this, you can take your entry at market execution, and then you go your way. So alternatively, you could have taken it on this last breaker block. This is the last breaker block. Like I said, you should always focus on taking your trades on the last breaker block or on the fair value gap below or above the breaker block. So this was 15 pips, just taken it on 15 pips because after all it worked. So with 3 minutes, you can always be expecting to take your trades at around 13 pips, 12 pips. So this should have been a 1 to 4. So when I checked it, I found it to have worked, though by this time of the day I wasn't even in the market. So with this strategy also, you expect that you will always be having drawdowns. Sometimes you will not be having drawdowns, sometimes you will have drawdowns. So as you can see, the market eventually played out for a 1 to 4 risk to reward. So this was the trade of that day, and it was a very beautiful trade. I just didn't see it, though I would have taken it if I was actually I would have taken all these trades if that week I had not found any good trade. But if I've already found a good trade, I don't need to force issues. That is one thing that I'm currently working on, and therefore I don't force any issue. So this is the previous day. This was the previous day, the previous week. Sorry. So definitely you couldn't have held up to the previous week to take all the profits. So you would have taken the profit at about 3.3R, which is 3R is still okay with me. So let's see. Yeah, I think it didn't come back, but you get the concept. The least risk to reward that we take is 3R on the minimum. So this gave a 3R trade, which is still okay, and you could have taken that, which was a very beautiful trade.